It's already
The team brain.
12:35. Wait till everybody has their food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Introduce yourself, Mark.
I'm gonna go for next year when they are here. I don't make them have to say what they do.
Okay.
Why? Tell Brett how very sorry that. And you only have a business back for each one. Definitely not. What the picture? Yeah, I think I'm gonna the tire feels closest. What's that? It's nice. It was actually right. Yeah, it's kind of. It was like. But yeah, you go and then when it's sitting, it's all this. No, this is a wonderful thing. Let's see. Is it yes, no? Right. This was it's too serious. Okay, he's worse. And then they said, sure, there's no future. You're not going to go to very soon. Maybe just a little those and make it back. We don't stop the party. What's the nature of international art work with it? Well, always new people feel like you can find there. Parachute and I to my head. It's so much to me. We can look at us. There's no recognition. For back to that. So busy for that. So it's from your back. I was in a from I got my first one she's better. It's operating here. My person. Doors. This down. It's all those crap right here. So later on, last 2 tickets and prime. Prior to the terms, shows now that 2 tickets, 3 notes to you're very smart and significant, so you can use my soul Jesus me up. Or you know, I told them I didn't see the class for that. I did go to my house and like Turn the light. I asked him, so he can still he makes 3 minutes. This is harmless. In private, at least you're open city friction.
He's not first craft.
No, I didn't want to get started without you
Oh, I
being
see.
in here.
Okay. All right, good. Let's get started.
Let's do it. You can sit down, relax.
Oh, Paige Michelle. Oh,
Michelle.
thanks, Michelle.
Oh, it's right there.
Just
Sit down there.
Oh no, Bobby.
Well, that's
Good afternoon, everybody.
Guys,
Hope the food's good. Is it good? Good? Excellent. Look really good. I'll get some in a little bit. I do have my Arnold Palmer down here. Since we're at a golf course, I figured I might as well honor them, the gentleman. So I made myself an Arnold Palmer.
very good.
Welcome. Hope everybody's going to have a great weekend today. This weekend, you're going to have a great day. I hope today we're going to go over some awards. I want to thank Jane, first of all, for putting all this together, and thank for putting us. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of work and a lot of time. Her daughter's over here working in the bar too, so she's doing an amazing job. And I want to thank the Moon Valley Golf Club for hosting us, because without them we wouldn't be here. I want to thank all of you for being here too and supporting the organization and the award winners, because we're a community, right? That's what we're here to promote. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to show and enforce. So I want to thank everybody for being here. We're going to start things off with a message from our president. So let's take a look at the screen here. I'll play this. Hopefully it'll work correctly. Been having tech issues all morning. So let's get started.
Her books? Was that one of her books?
No.
Is that one of her animated shorts?
Yeah.
It is? Very cool.
and I want to welcome you to this event. We're so glad you could be here. I wish I was too. I'm stuck in Maine in a storm right now. But hopefully my internet connection will last. I want to thank you. We have had a wonderful year this year. We have had 45% more entries in the contest than ever before. And if you're a finalist, then please know that you're one of the best, because with all the tough competition this year, it really did a lot. It's a great accomplishment to have been here, even just as a finalist. I want to tell you a little bit about the history of the Arizona Authors Association. Not too much, but we started in 1978 and established ourselves as a 501c3 nonprofit. We're tax deductible. And our program was, he's quite a colorful character. If you're interested in our history, please click on the link. There's a tree icon at the top of our Arizona Authors Association website. And it clicks to our history, and so it can tell you the whole history from 1978 to here and to now. And so it'll give you a sense of
the tradition and the real sense of belonging and the sense of camaraderie that we've had all these years, almost 50 years. And so, Toby Beancott was the one, she's our resident historian, and she was the one who put that together. And I put it up on the website. She did all the major work for all those files. And so you can be fascinated to see our history. But we're continuing now. We're continuing to grow. We're continuing to expand. We're trying to hold the line on the prices. We haven't raised our membership fees in over 10 years. And our contest fees are going to stay the same next year as this past year. So we're trying to do more with what we can in this economy. It's not always easy, but we've doubled our membership in just since January 2024, more than doubled it. We gained 45% more entries in the contest last year. That was our best year in a decade or more. And so we're doing a lot. We're trying hard. And we love having you here and having your help, because the thing is, without people, we can't do this. Jane has just resigned as treasurer. Thank you, Jane, for all your work for all those years on that. No, it wasn't easy. She's staying on as our vice president, Dave. But we need someone with CPA experience, tax expert experience. If you are a retired CPA, consider giving us a couple hours a month. We do have some stipend for you if you have the experience to do it. We need help with taxes. We need help with licenses, different things, lots of things. We need help from a lot of people, though, not just experts. So if you want to help, if you want to do something that really helps the authors of Arizona and across the whole country now, because we're in a lot of different states now. A lot of our people have scattered, and I know. So if you can help, just let me know if you have a few hours a month that you can do something, and we can find something for you. Before I go, one thing I do want to say is our plans for next year are expensive. We're doing more Zoom workshops. We have some new talents and some old talents. I shouldn't say old, but you know what I mean. Brooks is going to bring back her write the memoir you're afraid to write, which is coming up in January. And we have a lot of people. Mark Walker is always growing. And we have some new people, Robert Ledger, Lauren Hatfield, and a lot of good people. So you'll want to stay for next year. We're okay. I'm just about done. Anyway, one thing I do want to do finally is I've got a calendar, and you can see all the names of the judges who were prolific, particularly prolific, and they were entered into a drawing for a $50 gift certificate. And I am going to open this locked thing, and I'm going to draw the name from here, and I promise not to look. And Queenies. Queenies. I'm not
Kiwis.
mispronouncing your name. Queenies. She is always wonderful every year as a judge. So you'll have a $50 gift certificate. I'll be emailing him soon.
He signed it.
Anyway, I want to thank all of you so much for coming, and thank you for being a part of the Arizona Authors family. It's really been an honor to serve you, and I look forward to next year. Thanks all. Bye-bye.
Oh, that worked. And then I had the microphone go and it's just all of a sudden hit me. I'm like, hey, what if I put that over there? All right. We're going to keep moving going here. If Mark is ready, we'll keep moving on. If not, I will give him some more time.
I have an announcement.
We do have an announcement from James, so I'll hand it over to her real quick. And I also do want to say thank you everybody again for coming. I've got some stuff to go over too about in-person events coming up next year, and so we'll get into that a little bit later. So, Jane?
Right, just a commercial. Did everyone get in front of their place a, parting gifts, the pen and the notebook? Did everybody get one? Because we weren't sure. Kathy likes to, why buy 50 for $100 when you can buy 1,000 for $1,000? So she went and just went overboard on this. But if you guys have people who are at home that could use this, college students, high schoolers, help yourself to the extras that we have. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that's it. I'm done. Thanks.
Well, I keep things moving along. Mark's going over some partnerships. We'll have a little some information there, Mark. Give him a round of applause.
I'm Mark Walker. I'm on the board. I have been for a few years now, and I want to share with you the importance of partnerships, strategic partnerships, something I've been involved with over the years, and also the importance of book reviews, which I do quite a bit of as well. And what is it that we can do as professional writers to support other writers? That's the question. Book reviews are your calling card. They are what announce your hard work to the world. We're always looking for good book reviews. We're always looking for blurbs on the back of our book. So it's important for us to look for those opportunities. Now, personally, I've never taken a writing class in my life, but I'm a professional writer. But what I did is this. I was sure that I connected with the top authors in my field over the years. And that's been a big plus. Tom Miller, who is down in Tucson, one of the top travel writers, most people know him for Panama Hat Trail or The Revenge of the Saguaro. He was looking for somebody to write a book about an author that he really appreciated and someone that influenced his writing and a lot of other authors, a guy by the name of Moritz Thompson. And Moritz wrote the classic Peace Corps experience book, Living Poor. And Tom got to know Moritz, and he actually brought back 5 boxes of materials on Moritz's life, which are now in the special collection at the University of Arizona. And he provided a blurb for my second book, My Saddest Pleasures, so we got to know one another. We worked together. I consider one of my mentors, and I did a special homage for him. He unfortunately passed away over a year ago, year and a half ago. Where Was I? A travel memoir. And so he was someone who really helped me and really supported me. Now, he was working with another guy, interacting with another author by the name of Paul Theroux. He's known as the godfather of travel writing. And Tom Miller and Paul Theroux were going to write a book about Moritz Thompson. So Tom was looking for somebody, and I said I'm interested, so I got involved, and that offered me an opportunity to interact with Paul Theroux as well. Now, Paul, you might know, the Mosquito, he wrote The Mosquito Coast, among other things. He's written about 50 books. He's a fellow returned Peace Corps volunteer. And it's interesting, Moritz and Paul met up in Quito, and Moritz confronted him and said, Paul, what are you doing at these USAID conferences, smoozing with people? You should be writing. You're a damn writer. Now, come on. And you need to get on this is when Paul was traveling through Latin America writing the Patagonia Express. Well, Paul took it to heart, and he said, I'm going to get on this train. Well, he missed the train. And I reviewed his book, the Patagonia Express, so I had to give him a little bit of grief for that, because he missed one of the great train rides of all time. It's called the Devil's Nose, and it's just a spectacular ride down from Quito down to Guayaquil. But over the years, I've gotten to know Paul's work as well. His publisher sent me the last 3 of his books that I've reviewed. He's getting on in years. He's 83. And his last book was The Vanishing Point. And the theme of The Vanishing Point is, when all of your life's activities and who you are come together in one place, and you know that your time is coming, you're getting older, and everything comes together, then that's the time that you have to accept that, and accept what the rest of your life is going to look like. So he has all kinds of interesting stories from all over the world about people who are at that point in their lives and how they dealt with those particular circumstances. And this book of his inspired me because Moritz Thompson, he didn't join the Peace Corps until he was 48 years old, and he wrote all 5 of his books in Ecuador over the next 25 years. So it was really a great story there about how his life changed with age and how travel and age impacted his vision, his worldview, and the way that he wrote and what he wrote. His last book, Bad News on a Black Coast, was published 28 years after he had passed on. So there's a great story there. And the other thing about Moritz, he would interact by letters. He was on the Pacific coast, on the Emerald River, and he was on a little second floor of his hut in the tropical jungle, and he was writing with his little typewriter. That's where he did his work. That's where he was sort of inspired in that sort of thing. So, I've read, I think Paul Theroux is one of the great authors. He certainly has inspired me a lot over the years. He even made the comment on one of the essays I wrote, he said, Moritz would have been proud. So this is an example of how we get to know our writer friends and people who are special, and how we can interact, how we can learn from them. The last one I want to mention is John Thorndike. John is, his latest book was Passionate Sister, and I reviewed that. It was in our dispatch a few months ago, I believe. And it's about his mother, she tragically died at 54, and she was on drugs, and she had all kinds of depression, and it was really sort of a sad ending. Well, John, he traveled quite a bit in Latin America. He went to Guatemala. He took his wife. They were doing farming down in Chile. He decided to write about her life, but when she dies at 54, he goes from a biography to fiction, and he gives her 10 more years. And it was fascinating to see. It's a book of forgiveness. It's a book of recalibrating and making a difference in the lives of other people that you, up to this point, hadn't taken care of. I'm talking about his siblings, the family members. And, there aren't that many authors that I know of that have that ability to go from, nonfiction to fiction like that. And John has always been very helpful. He wrote a great blurb for my latest book, The Guatemala Reader. And it's one of those situations where the blurb is so good, it's better than the writing of my book, which is depressing. Just last week, I sent him the foreword to my next book, expanded version of the, let me see, which one is that? Well, anyway, I sent him the foreword to my saddest pleasures. And I told him, look, I'm going to do a foreword. It's going to talk about what the yin and yang of travel is. But I need some help on this sentence right here. I start off in Guatemala, I'm with the Peace Corps, and then I do this, I do that, and I end up in Bolivia in the middle of nowhere, but I just can't get what transpires, what the feeling was. And he wrote me back in 3 days, and now I've got my foreword, I'm ready to go. So it's nice to be able to depend on really top-notch authors. I should mention, he went to University of Columbia and Harvard. So this guy is a real writer. He has all the background, he has all the pedigree and that sort of thing. So today I'm making a little presentation for a friend of mine, Earl Berge, and he received an award for his book, Big Ears Jack and His Friends. And Earl wasn't able to be here. He's up in Prescott. But I met Earl and his wife Suzanne about 8 years or so ago. And they invited me for lunch, and we were talking about one of the things that we have a shared passion for, which is Guatemala. And they set up an organization that works with women and children on nutritional issues, because there's a lot of malnutrition, especially among children, a lot of child stunting, growth, and this sort of thing. And they asked me some fundraising advice, and I said the key is to build a strong board. You need to have leadership. You need to have people who stand up and who motivate and inspire others to get involved, and who are willing to put some money forward and ask others to do the same. So he listened to me. Today I'm on the executive committee of the board, and I'm the committee chair for fundraising. And this summer, my wife Lika and I took our 21-year-old granddaughter to the program site, Chocolat, in Guatemala. And that experience, taking children and grandchildren overseas and how does it impact them, inspired me to write Traveling Through the Land of Eternal Earthquakes, because we had an earthquake when we were there, among other things. But as the years went on, I found out that Earl is actually an accomplished poet and an author. And he wrote, I'm not really that, I don't do that much poetry, but I agreed to review his book. Let me see, I don't have it here. Yeah, Allegro for Life. And it was published by Cyberwick in India. And I reviewed the book. They liked it so much that I pitched them, and I said, you guys do poetry chapbooks. How about a travel chapbook? What do you think? Well, they liked it, and they actually published the book. So what comes around goes around sometimes. I've also reviewed a couple of other of his books, Wind in the Elephant Tree and Finger of the Land in an Old Man's Hand, which is about his Baja California experiences. So all of my reviews of his work are on, several of them are in our newsletter. They're also in my website, Million Mile Walker, and they're also in the Greatest Writers You Should Read digital magazine, which is part of the Authors Show. And I've been involved with the Authors Show for a number of years. And then, of course, on Goodreads and Amazon and the Midwest Review. And a few years ago, Earl and I did a shared ad on books that we'd written about Guatemala for our own literary magazine. That was about 2 years ago. So I've had the opportunity to review books from top authors and local authors as well. Jody Sharp's work I've reviewed a few times. Hicks Goldman, Rick McMaster, and Bernadette Inclon. Fortunately, I was able to review that before her untimely death. So I'm pleased to say that I've reviewed at least 2 of the honorees for this prestigious award. One is Earl, and the other one is Nancy Marshall. Hi, Nancy. The other thing I wanted to share with you is the importance of strategic partnerships. There is more pressure now on the literary community than there's ever been before. We're seeing more and more bookstores closing. Even we had the situation in our own state where the Southwest Writers Association disbanded. So there's a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, and then of course with the introduction of AI, all of that's going to be even more difficult. And also there's been a lot more problems and issues relating to book banning. And so as the leader of the leadership of our association is looking for new ways to engage authors to provide the type of support they need. You know, I joined the Phoenix Writers Club in 2017, and then I found out about Arizona Authors Association, and my first book, Different Latitudes, was a nonfiction winner in the competition for Arizona Authors Association. But while I was involved with these groups, I met a lady by the name of Danielle Hampson. And Danielle is the founder of the Authors Club, the Authors Show. And they provide video support, interviews, and now they have this new digital magazine. So they provide a lot of useful support for marketing and promotion of books. And she has a program, Give a Book and Get a Smile, that we've been involved with for a few years, and we take our books down to Andre House for the homeless. And unfortunately, Danielle left. She didn't go to Maine. She went to Geneva, so she's in Switzerland. But I found out that she was going to be at the Dublin Book Fair, and she was coming back for a visit, so I recruited her to make a presentation for our organization and the Phoenix Writers Club, which incidentally is celebrating its 100th anniversary. So we have quite a tradition and to uphold here in the state of Arizona in that regard. Another group that I think is important for us to interact and be part of and partner with is the Virginia Piper Writers Center at ASU. Alberto Rios, the poet laureate of the state, is one of the real great leaders, and the Desert Nights and Rising Stars Conference is the biggest in the state. Dan had a booth there, so we were represented amongst the hundreds and hundreds of writers from all over the country. And Sandra Cisneros, she did it. She was the keynote speaker. She gave a presentation of her new poem, A World on Fire. And it was very inspiring. It was, what is the role of the author during these difficult political times and social times? Also, we've taken the initiative to recruit 2 coordinators to support authors in different parts of the state. So Ken Wee is now our Southern Arizona coordinator in Tucson, and Sherry Smith is the Northern Arizona coordinator in Flagstaff. And Ken has a different book reading, almost on a weekly basis down in Tucson. So this is the way that we engage more people. And of course, when we found out that the Southwest Writers Group had disappeared, we knew that there was a lot of authors down there that were going to need the support. And so we were active in recruiting them, and a lot of them are members now. That's why we're up to 325 members at this time. Also, Dan's done a great job of manning the booths at a lot of different book festivals. That's another way we partner with local literary groups, including the Tucson Festival of Books, which is the third largest in the country. But the partnership that I appreciate the most, and I'm actively involved with, is PEN America. And PEN plays a very an important role in the area of freedom of expression. And as a guy who likes international, I'm drawn to them as well because they have chapters all over the world. So I'm pleased to say that today we have the head of the Arizona PEN America chapter right here with us. And Michelle, could you come up and talk to us a little bit about that partnership, and also talk to us a little bit about what we have planned in the future?
Thanks so much, Mark. I appreciate that. So yes, my name is Michelle Beaver. I'm founder and director of the Arizona chapter of PEN America. A little bit more about me. In 2012, I released a book that became a New York Times bestseller, but I ghost wrote it. So you don't get any credit. That was for Reader's Digest. And then I'm currently writing my second For Dummies book, the Dummies book line. So it's another medical book. I'm a teaching artist for ASU's Virginia G. Piper Center for Creative Writing. And again, founder and director of the Arizona chapter for PEN America. So raise your hand if I need to speak louder. Okay. So the mic works. Great. For those of you who don't know about PEN America, it launched in 1922. It's based in Manhattan. We work at the intersection of literature and human rights to promote free expression and anti-censorship in the United States and worldwide. So we have 10 chapters in the United States. Arizona's is one of only 2 statewide chapters. So there's an Arizona chapter, a Utah chapter, and then the 8 others are just city chapters. So for instance, Detroit, Dallas, Miami. So I started the chapter 3.5 years ago, and we've grown a lot and done probably about 15 events in that time. But I would really like to expand what we're doing. I'm trying to actually get an office here. We have an office in LA. Like I said, we're headquartered in Manhattan. We have an office in Miami and in LA and in DC, and I would love to have an office here. So that's something, that I'm trying to promote at headquarters, and we'll see. So we work very actively to fight book banning, to fight censorship. We're a Big Tent organization, meaning that we are against censorship, even if it means that we are fighting for people we don't necessarily agree with. It can be a really murky topic, as I'm sure you've noticed. And we also fight disinformation. We support journalists, we support writers, we support editors and librarians. So we do programming every year for Banned Books Week. We do programming every May for the international, it's what's the official title? World Press Freedom Day. So that's in May. We always do programming for that. We have mixers. We had a mixer with the Arizona Authors Association maybe 1.5 years ago or so. That one was called the Shameless Plug. Some of you were at that. And basically, everyone had, I think, 2 or 3 minutes at the mic to talk about what other people could do to help them or to promote something that they wanted promoted. And we're having another mixer between Pen America and the Arizona Authors Association on January 4th. It's going to be quite close to here. I mean, a 2-minute drive down the road at Moon Valley Grill. And so that will be January 4th from 4 to 6 p.m. You'll all get information about that, and it'll likely be in the digest too. So if you would like any more information about Pen America, you can go to the registration table. There's some red postcards you'll see, and it has my email address, and you can reach out and just get on the mailing list, and then you'll be aware of what events we're having and when. But I'm very, very glad for our partnership. When we had the launch party in my backyard, which is actually a 4-minute walk down the street, 3.5 years ago, Mark was the very first person to show up. And he was very enthusiastic, and he's always been very helpful. And the people at AAA have always been great to work with. And so I look forward to future programming. And I would like to congratulate the winners here today, too, and everyone really for being here to try to foster more community among writers in Arizona. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm back. All right. So we're going to keep the partnership stuff moving along. I want to thank everybody because, as Mark was saying, this is a partnership. We're welcoming you into our community or to the community of Arizona. I want to thank you again. Again, I want to thank the Moon Valley Golf Club for hosting us. This is a beautiful place. I actually wish I was out there playing golf right now, honestly. But I'm not. I'm in here with you guys. So we're going to keep the partnership going. I want to bring up Janelle. She's going to talk a bit about the grocery store partnerships that they can offer to help that with. Janelle?
Hey everyone, my name is Janelle Maloney. I'm a critically acclaimed, nationally award-winning author. I write on women, wars, and the West. Online, I'm popularly known as the Hottie Historian. And as of today, and maybe never again, we'll see, I am your liaison for the National Authors and Grocery Stores program. Personally, I am a special needs mom, and I have very little precious time to commit to my me time. So writing is my me time. And so the stories and the information I'm sharing with you today are coming from those very precious moments. If I'm going to invest in something for my business, I don't have the capacity to invest in something that's not going to work, and then it's going to take more from me or drain from me. So that's where I'm coming from today. National Authors and Grocery Stores is a organizational member of AAA. Oh, I guess we're not AAA. Wrong brand. Sorry. On behalf of the CEO, Ray Depew, I want to congratulate all the finalists. Oh, hi. And say that we're really happy to stand with you and celebrate this exciting event with you. I also want to extend an invitation to everyone to at least consider or try participating with us at the grocery store. Like was Mark, right? Like Mark was mentioning, we know that print media is facing a crisis. The bookstores are closing down or they're struggling to stay open. Personally, I saw in March of last year, Costco hauling out the books and the puzzle table. I mean, come on, puzzles. But they said, well, books don't sell. And so I don't know if you've been in a Costco recently. There's no more book table. Oh, no. I was at, this summer, I was at a book signing event, and behind me, the magazine racks were being swept clean by the merchandiser into a dumpster because print magazines no longer sell. That was scary and embarrassing as I'm trying to sit there and sell my books, and these things are literally being thrown away behind me. So we have to think, we have to figure out what do we do that's different. We have to adjust somehow and do it quickly. So I'm going to ask you a question before I go further. Can you raise your hand if you have been to a bookstore this week, sometime in the last week? Okay, take a look around. Now, all right, hands down. Raise your hand if you went to a grocery store this week. look around again. Now keep your hand up if you've been to a grocery store more than one time this week. Bingo. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Yeah, this is the place to be. Now, I'm going to give you 9 reasons why I think the National Authors and Grocery Stores program needs to be added to your business plan as soon as possible. Number 1, it's exclusive. When you're at the grocery store, you're the only one there for the whole week. You are not competing with any other author. Well, I mean, you're competing with mashed potatoes, but you're special, right? You are an impulse buy. You're distinct. They're not going to say, well, I only have money for this book over here, or I only like this genre. They're not going to be discreet in their purchase. You're the only one that they're focusing on, and it's special. It's supportive. Most stores will give you prime placement. The managers know exactly where to put you to get sales. I mean, that's why the mashed potatoes end up where they do. So trust the managers to put you in exactly the right spot to get maximum customer contact. Plus, if you're really nice, the Starbucks people will bring you snacks. That's an added bonus. It is statistically a win. So basically, it's down to a numbers game. As you see, even us, we admit that the grocery store is a place we go to twice, if not 3 times or more often than a bookstore, right? Current stats say that 38.5 million people in the U.S. are going to a grocery store every single day. There's more people walking through the grocery store door every hour than at a bookstore in the whole day. So this is the place to be. And even if you consider who comes through in that hour and you say, well, only 4% of them bought a book, you're still walking away a winner. Okay? It's just the maths. It's cross-promotional. So every interaction you have, even if you don't sell a book, you're building brand reputation. Maybe today your mom is a, snobby author that shows up every once in a while and blows the dust off their books. You're personal. You're in their neighborhood. You're funny. You're kind. You can talk about your book. You can talk about them. Sometimes they tell you about books they want to write, and they actually get to bond with you. You're getting YouTube subscribers or social media followers. You're building your email list. Every single interaction is jam-packed with potential. It's timeless. So if you've got old books, that a traditional books store would not be as excited to promote, you can still bring them out of the garage and get them to meet a new audience every day at the grocery store. So you can pull out the closet if you really needed to, right? It's also good for new timers. When you only have one book out, you can sell the snot out of that book. You're going to get a 4-foot table, so it's not going to look lonely. You can put some pictures up, and you can sell the snot out of that book and be really effective, even if it's only the one. It is tax and wallet friendly. What I've seen here in different events is not only do you have to have your TPT license, sometimes you're also paying the registration fee. Sometimes you also do your kickbacks, percentages of your sales. Sometimes you also need a city business license on top of all of those things. You don't need any of that for authors and grocery stores. You'll be a 1099. You get the highest profit margin out there with very few exceptions, even higher than your Amazon sales. So, very wallet friendly. It's cushy. You bring in your chair, your folding table, and your books. You don't worry about the heat, the sun, the dust, the tent, the candy, or any other gimmick. You relax. You're in air conditioning, and the customers are just pulsating it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I don't know how else to say it. It's just don't tell others. But last night, I went to a grocery store down the street from my house. It's not really short that. I was there less than 2 hours So it's 7 books. We're working on a crossword puzzle. It's not easy. Not easy. And it's also very customizable. Go as much as you want, or as little as you want, or in my case, as little as I can. Sometimes I can only go for 2 hours a week, and I'm going to make the most of that. Some people take this as an opportunity to build on a book tour. The program is nationwide, so you can actually sign up for events in other states. So you can bulk up that weekend event. Say you have one big speaking gig. Now you can go to the grocery store for the other 3 days that you're there, or 2 days, or whatever, while you're doing research, and now you have paid your hotel cost, right? It's going to support you all over the country. This year I decided to experiment and only go to stores within a 25-mile radius of my house. I was feeling lazy. And I thought, well, let's see what happens. What I found out by going to the same stores over and over again, it didn't get my sales. In fact, the neighbors, the families, the communities just got to know me better. It increased brand recognition. People would buy a book and then they'd see me in a couple months again. They say, oh, I got that book when I was there last time and I want to get another one again. So even from the laziest participant in the entire program, I'm pretty sure, I'm telling you, it is worth it. And if it wasn't, I definitely wouldn't be in it for 2 years and going. Also, I'm really excited because I see a few people here who are already in the program. Can you raise your hand? So maybe there's other ones I don't know. Heidi just joined the program, and she is going to sell the snot out of a children's home book, because children's books are the #1 sellers in the grocery store. It's insane. Every single grandparent is doing that impulse buy right now. Christmas, oh my gosh, get your gift bags. Don't go to the dollar store, get your gift bags. It's going to happen. It's going to be explosive. So whether you're actively working a full-time job, or if you are newly retired and looking for things to do, or if you're like me, you're a really busy, stressed out mom, and you've got one shot to sell a book this week. Or if you, because we do have several people, if you have a disability or a working limitation, this program still works for you because it's completely customizable to whatever it is that you need and what you want. And so just do it. Really. There's flyers at everyone's seat. It is a step-by-step instruction of how the program works. There's nothing hidden. It's that simple. I think I gave you 9 things I'm really happy about. There's like 11 steps and you're done. Like you're in. I think step 11 is you just got your first paycheck. Like it's that simple. But I want to encourage you, when you do sign up, please tell Ray that I told you about it, because I got him on the hook. He has promised to waive the fee for the first book that you enroll in the program. But you have to say, yeah, Janelle told me about it. So I'm really excited about that for you, because I want to say, really, you have no more excuses, right? It's so easy. It's so comfortable. It's so flexible. And use the room, and we're just going to get you in there, for free. I'm happy to answer questions about it. I can do it throughout the event or after, or my contact information is there. There's a video I made with that QR code. Let's just say, where did we prove that? I just did that by myself on YouTube. And I just told you exactly how it is. I gave you the numbers. I made more in my first year. I think I only participated for 4 months by the time I did that video. But I made more at the grocery store than 4 week-long tours out of state launching books. I made more just going to my neighborhood grocery store and sitting not with a crossword puzzle. Paying attention, right? So happy to answer questions. Thank you.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
So, like, I see where the states are,
Mm.
okay. So my brother is the writer, not me. I'm his sister. He's in New York, where it's not on this list, but Arizona is.
Yeah.
Could I represent him at a store in Arizona?
Oh, that's a good question for Ray. I will defer to him for a lot of some technical things. So if you were a contributor to the book, this is what I've seen. For example, there's an author illustrator combo, or I have a woman that did the foreword in one book. Because we are both contributors to the book, we have equal rights to sell it. She can sell the same book I'm selling at a different grocery store simultaneously. So that's what I have seen that makes complete sense. Being completely unrelated as the way. Right. I would say it would get weird at the grocery store because everyone asks, they see the books there. You don't have to sell anything. They know the books are there, they know you're selling them. But what the first question they ask is, are you the author? They want to meet the author.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions? Otherwise, see me after, during, or reach out online. Yes, in the back.
So do you buy the books from the publisher or then, and then you take it down? Right from the royalty from the,
Yep, you're going to bring the books with you to the store.
well, right, not wrong. But if you get it, it's the books, because you're gonna sell for the next month and shipping, like they have you bought them from the publisher direct.
Well, hopefully you do because then you'll get the wholesale rate. Yeah. Yeah, bingo. Yeah. And then there is a profit sharing, but again, that profit is going to be higher than even a sale on Amazon. Yeah. Yeah. And it's on the paper. You can see it, 62%. Yes. One final question, and then I want to.
Just a point of clarification. Did I miss something here? I may have, because I can't always hear you there. It says not available in all 48 states.
Yet. It is a relatively new-ish program, and it takes a lot of work to get into each state to form those relationships with that major retail brand. And so it continues to grow every single year.
What happened to the other 2 states?
Oh, interesting. Artwork's not great. There's a typo. Country. You're funny.
That's a little contiguous for you.
Yes. Email. Thank you, everyone.
Oh man, the passion. I have my first debut novel coming out here pretty soon. I think I'm just gonna ask Janelle to come do all the grocery store sales from now on, because it sounds like she can do it just by doing crossword puzzles or something. I don't know. I couldn't. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mark, for speaking again. I appreciate it. We're gonna do some giveaways first before we continue on. How's that sound? Does that sound good? All right. Oh, Jane's gonna hobble over here.
No, I'm not gonna,
You're not gonna hobble over here?
I'm not gonna get in the way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so quickly, there's some books out here, and then there are people who left bookmarks with contact information. So if you see that, and you were interested in that particular book, go ahead and pick up the bookmark. Because again, the contact information is there, and they can mail it out to you. I guess that's it.
Okay.
Oh, one more.
Yep.
And Pan America flyers are not out in front anymore. If you're interested in the group, the flyers are out here on the table. Okay, thanks.
All right. I'm back. Our first winner, Valerie Foster. Yay! You get to come choose a book of your wanting up here on the book table. Let's do a couple more. We got a good amount of books up here, so let's keep them going. Mark Walker. It's rigged. I'm pretty sure it's rigged. You can choose only your book. Alright, let's keep going. You're welcome, Valerie. Congratulations. Alright. Annalise Macon. Hey! Congratulations, come select the book of your desire. We'll give it a minute here, let them choose. You might do cage matches if they want the same book, I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe a round of golf? Yep. Yeah, that'd work, right? Whoever wins for the first 9 holes.
My name is real quick.
I heard the country club is giving away free membership to somebody on this list. Is that true? Daniel, is that true? Can you confirm? No? Well, he said yes. Okay, cool. Wait, let me put my name in there. Alright, we'll do another one since everybody's cleared out. Kathleen Salt. Am I correct? I apologize if I butchered that.
Oh my God, it's for.
Excellent. Alright, let's put that down there because we're going to draw the same person again, do we? Alright, we'll do 2 more. Thea. Rad Matcher? Was that close?
No.
I apologize. Feel free to kick me in the shin on your way by. Alright, one more. Kip Cassino. Did I pronounce that one correct? Oh, sweet. Alright. I'm just going to hold this because it's easier than leaning over. I wanted to kind of go over our plans for next year and then beyond in-person book sales. As many of you know, and some of you already signed up for next year's in-person book sales. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. But we do want to continue this where we're bringing you all out to highlight your work at shows around the valley or around the state, as it may be. We are going back to Tucson for next year. We're going to be adding Flagstaff shows as well. We're going to be adding at least one more between Flagstaff and Phoenix. I believe Prescott was being mentioned, so that's on the table as well. We probably will be going back to Payson, and of course Mesa does really well, and was it Green Valley? Hill Valley, up in Scottsdale. We'll be going back to them.
Desert Hill?
Desert Hill, sorry. Thank you. Desert Foothills. Yes, that one. I just say Scottsdale. It's all the same, right? Close enough. Okay. Scottsdale. I'm just kidding. Yes, Cave Creek. You are correct. You are correct. I'm sorry. You can come kick me in the shin if you'd like. No? Okay. Alright, and then we're going to be doing, yeah, I think that's it actually that we have on the table right now. If you guys have any questions about in-person sales, send me an email, go on our Facebook, discuss it there. We do try to post pictures, we do try to keep everybody engaged on our Facebook as well, and just keep the communication open for us if you have any questions about in-person sales. Not having a TPT license and stuff, like Janelle was saying, is a huge boon because it's such a pain in the butt to get, maintain. They just nickel and dime you to death. It's ridiculous. I'm going to go into Chandler Library to sell my stuff, and I live in Chandler, and I had to get a Chandler business license just so I could go to the library and sell my books. Even though I already had a TPT license, and I already have all that stuff, I had to get a Chandler license as well, like she was saying. It's a pain. So yes, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. We will help you out, navigate those waters as need be. In-person selling, in my opinion, is where it's at. I do a lot of my sales there. I get email addresses, like Janelle was saying, just kind of grow my email list, which also helps quite a bit. So as somebody that does it, I can attest that it does work. Don't always rely on social media because it's just a void. And if you've heard the dead internet theory, as somebody that works in the internet industry, I can contest that it is definitely that. 90% of the bots or people out there are bots. Just bot farms. Literally bot farms. Right. Should we do some more giveaways? Oh, you know what? Hold on, one more thing. Jane wanted me to talk about our awesome literary magazine. It's now available on Amazon. So if you want to order a magazine that has all of the winners in it, right? I believe. Yeah. Okay. It is all on Amazon for sale. You can go in there on our website, pick it up, pick up a copy or two or three.
Let me have that for a second. I'm not sure if Kathleen had mentioned this, but she was not able to get the title into Amazon soon enough in order to have these. This is an author's copy. It's a proof. So if they do, we would have been able to sell them here. But I can tell you, just about every year, we can never beat the bill. We've always had a problem getting stuff out here by the awards banquet in time. So if you can just suck it up and do your ordering on Amazon, and we can help you out through that platform. Kathleen did have her apologies for that. She was really pushing. I mean, she had gotten all the information done. We had proofread, and we were still finding problems. So, it was like, just run with it, go ahead and order it. And if they want the revised copies, they can go online and get it. At least with your name spelled correctly. Yes, Vijaya.
When can you put the link on the Facebook page?
For the Amazon? Oh, yeah, okay. I'll have Daniel do that. Get the link to Amazon because I'm sure it's going live right now. But you guys don't want to see the results. Let us do the results first before you get. Come on, you little sneaky people. Because they do. The magazine does have the winners on it. But we had to check that too, because sometimes our spelling isn't always right. So just to let you know, we tried to get it out. We couldn't. Amazon is going to be our best bet right now.
All right. Thank you, Jane. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to do some more winning here. And then we will saunter right along to the awards. Mark, would you mind helping out the awards? All right, next book winner. Dulce Southard? Really close? D-U-L-A?
Duke.
Oh, Duke, I'm sorry. Duke, I apologize. Southard, yeah. Close enough? That was not even close enough. The wrong letters and everything. All right, John Floyd. Hey, that one I can handle.
This is a book too.
All right, do a couple more here. VJ. Vijaya. I'm sorry. You can kick me on the shin. Let's go.
VJ over time. Remember, I couldn't spell short.
That's right.
Should we do a couple more? Do a couple more.
Where to?
Eileen
Books are available.
Sawyer?
Just have to grab a thing and inquire at their
Is
website.
that correct? Yes. No?
Like
All right. I apologize. I am not good with names at all.
Defense fictional English reading. Therapeutic and initials like romance, action, adventure.
All right. One more. Nancy Marshall.
That's mine. Those are short stories.
Nancy Marshall?
Short story compilations here.
You're wanted.
Do you want a book? Feel free to come and pick up a book off the table.
You're a book winner. Free book.
Yeah, just one.
Just
All right. Got the list here of winners in my little hands. So Jane is going to explain how this works, what the direction we're going, and then I will continue on from there.
Okay. This is kind of like the Academy Awards, where the best picture of the year is always last. So we're going to start with best of category, work our way down from 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, 1st place, and then we'll go to the grand prize winner. That makes you all stay in your seats. Well, at least the ones that didn't get if you already got your award, you can leave. Unless you have 2 books in here, I don't know. But that's how we'll do it. Yeah, Keba.
Please don't let them leave before I have their books out.
Thank you. Good point, Keba. Yes, good point. Don't leave. If you can. Which is why we kind of went backwards in the first place. Take it away, Dan.
So what we're going to actually do is, for the winners, you guys can come up here. You can have a couple of 1-2 minutes thank yous, who you'd want to be, who influenced the writing, what your name is, what did you write. We'll go from there. All right, nonfiction. What is OBG?
No. Oldie but Goldie.
Oh, okay. Oldie but Goldie, nonfiction is a tie.
Remember, it's best
of.
category, yeah.
And I apologize for butchering these names. You can kick me in the shin as you come by. Oh, and do watch out for the cables that are on the floor here. So just keep that in mind as well. Linda Bierwagen and Lynn Murphy. Go ahead and come up, say a couple words, and then get your picture taken while you're up here. Get your reward from Mark or Jane, and yeah.
So is this, are you starting with honorable mention or working your way up?
There's no honorable mention.
Yeah, this one.
Best of category.
Oh, it's best to
Yeah, we change the name every year.
Oh,
Mix it up.
So this is Linda.
Linda Bierwagen, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Come on over here so Keba can get a shot of you. Yeah, don't make. Come out in front of the podium. Out in front of the podium.
In front of the podium? Okay.
Of the
We're taking pictures there?
Yeah, because number one, you don't want me in there. And number two, you want your award, right?
Oh, first.
Of course you do. Let me make sure I just spelled everything correctly. There you go.
Jane. Are you taking both of us together, or?
It doesn't matter, whatever you
Let's do
want.
one of each. Huh?
What does Keba want?
Okay, we'll do one of each.
Smiling to these.
Next. Did you want to say some words? That's what you said, right? You want to say a couple words?
Cookies, thanks for my cat.
Okay, so I'm very honored, because my fellow authors have selected me, and, I'm glad it's a tie. So, I just wanted to thank everybody. The name of the book is Superman's Resume, A Beginner's Guide to Resume Writing and Beyond. And Superman is Super Space Man. Superman's resume. I think they spelled it wrong, but that's okay.
No, we did. You said super and man's because of the copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it right. Okay, so it follows Superboy trying out for a job as Superman, and it's geared towards teenagers, and this is their first job. And it's like a training manual, and it's also for other beginning resume writers too, college graduates. So I did place in previously as honorable mention in another year in 3rd place. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Lynn Murphy, and my book is 50 Life Lessons from Inspiring Women. It is such an honor to be here among all these amazing winners, which you don't know who they all are yet, but just all these amazing authors here today. I feel really honored, especially since I didn't start writing until I was 70. I never wanted to be a writer, reluctant writer. I always wanted to be a teacher, though. And my business coach for years kept telling me I should write a book. And I kept saying, no, I'm not going to do it. Till she finally got insistent. And we finally came up with a topic that I wanted to investigate. So I interviewed 50 remarkable women, diverse group of women, some of them outside of this country, asking them how they pushed the limits. What did that mean to them, and how did they push the limits? And got some amazing in-depth conversations with these women on Zoom. Started a podcast with that, but that didn't go very far. But anyway, great conversations, and really touched my heart and taught me that even in my 70s, learning to be a writer can be very fulfilling. It was just such an amazing experience. And now I'm interviewing people who were born transgender, their loved ones, their employers, co-workers, to demystify the transgender journey. And I'm so thankful to my publisher, who is here today, the errata maker of Flint Hills Publishing, for believing in me and supporting not only my first book, which she held me by the hand, but also supporting me in the second book. So thank you very much for this very special honor today. It's a pleasure to be here with this group, and we'll look forward to celebrating all you other wonderful authors.
Thank you. Excellent. All right. For nonfiction, in the same category, in the best of category, oldies but goldies fiction, Roxanne Doty. Roxanne, someone else? No? She here? She may not be here.
highlighted? Was she?
She was highlighted, yeah.
My bad.
Okay. No worries. We'll keep moving. Nonfiction, in the same category. Just regular, not oldies but goldies, but just regular one. Nonfiction, tie. Patricia Brooks and Dr. Dawn Filos. Patricia Brooks is here though, right?
Yes.
Yes, come on up and receive your award.
Dawn is not here. She just called and she could thanks me.
Yes. Where's that? Where's perfect? Thank you. Thank you.
Can I jump in just for a second?
Oh, sure.
No, you're don't go in. For the people who already received the awards, you should see a check on the back side of your award certificate. Because hey, we don't do nothing free. We like to reward our authors. So it'll be back there. If you don't find the envelope back there, let me know and we'll see if we can fix that. Tricia, sorry.
Thank you. That's okay. There we go. I have written 3 memoirs, and I've taught many memoir writing workshops over the last 10 years. And then I had the opportunity to teach memoir writing at the Piper Center at ASU. I still do both. And I started writing a book about writing memoir, and it's entitled Write the Memoir You're Afraid to Write. And I have a wonderful time with it, getting people to share their stories. I enjoyed my own experience of sharing stories. And my husband, Earl Goldman, I've helped him with writing a couple of memoirs. And you can write more than one memoir if you're not aware of that. It has a theme. It's not your whole life. I left bookmarks over here. If anyone would like to gift themselves a book, get in touch with me and I'll send a copy to you. The book covers not only the writing process of writing memoir, explaining what memoir is, how to do your research, how to use dialogue and other things that most people don't think of are important to writing memoir unless you've been reading them. I also cover some marketing ideas, writing book proposals. Some of that's at the end of the book. I try to put all of that in. No, the book isn't 700 pages. It's about 200, I believe. But anyway, my goal has always been with all my writing is to help others. So don't be afraid to write your memoir if you're getting anxious to do that, or you're thinking about it, or somebody else that you know, and I'd be happy to give an hour consultation about that before you sign up for one of the classes or buy the book. So thank you very much. This is truly an honor.
You can feel that stuff on Patricia.
Excellent. All right. Same category, best of fiction. Tie again. Nancy Hicks Marshall and Elizabeth Fackler. Nancy Marshall should be here, correct? Yes. Excellent. Come on up.
Just up here.
Come on up and receive your award.
See, just, it was last year. It was this year. Quite exactly right.
That's
Okay.
Elizabeth said.
Elizabeth sent the representative, so, okay. Come on up.
I don't want to picture. You don't want to.
So I think we're two different authors with two different books. Thank you very much for this very special honor. The name of my book is Finding Zachariah in a Community Garden. As a little white lady who works in who volunteers in a very, very heterogeneous garden with people of all ages, shades, nationalities, languages, and abilities, I picked the name Zachariah because I didn't want anyone to think that it might not be them. The feral cat tells the story about a down-and-out drunk in an abandoned lot, which then becomes a community garden, and everybody has a second chance. That's enough.
We're leaving us on a cliffhanger, so now you gotta go buy the book.
That's right.
All right, youth, 12 to 18, best of category. David Swift. Come on up, David. Look here.
You smile and happy. None of us in the office.
All right, thank you. I was surprised to get it. This is a book called Santa, and it's not Santa does this or Santa does that. It's just Santa, and it's a children's book that's not for children, especially if they're still believing in Santa Claus. It's a book about, and it celebrates. It's supposed to be the true story of Santa Claus. It celebrates the life of the department store Santa Claus, and so I've been doing writing for about 25 years, but for the last 4 years, I've been helping other authors write their books. And so my company's called Arizona Book Publishing, and that's what I do most of the time. Thank you.
All right. Best of category. Oldie but goodie youth. This one is 4th place. Dan.
Hold on a minute.
Oldie but goldie.
Oops, that's not what I said.
You said oldie but goodie.
Dyslexic. My bad.
Is that somebody who's here or not here?
What's that?
Because Daniel's not here.
Yeah.
Dan Mahoney's.
Do you want me to skip those?
Oh, if you want to read the
Okay.
name. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Oldie but goodie.
Goldie.
Goldie. It's Goldie, like a first place winner, like gold, like gold medal.
What they said? Oldie.
Like we said.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Mahoney, welcome to Harmony. He's not here, but give him a round of applause. Youth, 12 and under. Gale Hall, Lily's Quest, A Tale of Imagination. We can give her a round of applause. She's not here either, so give her applause. Unpublished short fiction, Jodie Snyder, The Ofrenda at the Dealership. Give. Oh, is she here? Oh, okay, well, she's here.
Isn't she?
No.
Let me see that. Let me make sure.
Oh, there she is.
No,
Come
I
on.
want to make sure that. I just want to make sure I got her name. Yeah, I did.
We're good?
No, there's sort of authors.
No. Thanks.
Congratulations.
I'm really very surprised and thanks. I'm very surprised and this is a short story. It's entitled The Ofrenda at the Dealership, and it's basically the story of a car dealer who is struggling to meet quota, and corporate has decided to put up an ofrenda for Day of the Dead to attract the Hispanic market. And he has problems with that, and he works through his problems with that. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Best of category. Unpublished short fiction, nonfiction, sorry. Unpublished short nonfiction, David White.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. I didn't plan to say anything. I figured if I planned something, I wouldn't have got it. So, not planning anything. This is a memoir about, it's called In the Time of Polio. It's about the year my mother went away with polio. She was hospitalized, and as the ambulance went away, and my dad went with her, he told me it's time to grow up now. And I went to live with my grandparents, and this is about what happens the next year. You have to read it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Unpublished novella. Rainey Hall. Hattie. No? Okay.
No.
All right. Let's give her a round of applause. I'm second.
Okay.
Unpublished poetry. Natalie Hillerson. Life Lessons of Late. Give her a round of applause. All right. So,
Go to the next.
fourth place.
Fourth place winners.
Fourth place winners published. Tie in best of category. Karen Salt. Mike Stark. Mike is not here, looks like. Is Karen Salt here? She's coming. All the way in the back. That's all good. All right.
I'm sorry, Brandon. There you go.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
You get a photo?
So I wrote a book called Hiding from My Life, Being Gay in the Navy. Yay, thank you. Yeah. It's won a couple of national awards this year, and I was born and raised in Prescott. So it was important for me to submit it to the Arizona Authors Association and be a part of your community. I'd like to thank the veterans in the room. I served for 22 years before and during Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And when I got out of the Navy, I thought I would be free, and I found out that I wasn't free. And it took me about 11 years to start writing that book. And that book was my journey back to freedom. So I appreciate it, and thanks so much.
Moving right along. Youth. Fourth place. John Stickler and Soma Han. Maya and the Turtle. They are not here, so let's give them a round of applause. Fourth place, unpublished. Tie. Catherine Atwell, Herbert, and Choi Bi-Gyeol, man. Bi-Gyeol? They're here. Congratulations, come on up and give the award.
There you go.
Yes, yes.
I'm happy. Smile. Good job.
There you go. Congratulations.
Yeah. I have no idea what it was for. I don't remember it. Yeah. Whatever this was, it was great. It's a poem about remembering the kids you went to school with that didn't make it to adulthood. And you're not supposed to laugh when you read it, but you know, whatever. It's truly can you spell it right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Choi from South Korea. I'm a beginner in English, so I prepared
this part. I have to read it. So I hope that you understand this situation. Thank you. I will start. This story was born from a quiet walk one day. I saw an old factor's unit that no one cared about, and beside it lived a tiny mouse that no one wanted. But they were thankful for each other. The mouse was grateful to the chimney for giving it a place to stay, and the chimney was grateful to the mouse for coming to find it. They loved each other more than themselves, and because of that, they were truly happy. I think we can make someone that make it that happy. Sorry, no matter how small or unseen we may be. So today, I hope everyone, including myself, can be that kind of person to each other. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's awesome. There you go.
Fourth place, unpublished. Did you repeat it? Oh, I think you repeated it. Okay. Published, three-way tie with Kip Cassino, Valerie Foster, and Jeannette Hanby with Colored Canyons. He's not here, so give her a round of applause.
Okay, make sure we schedule.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I'm a newspaper man, and when I retired, my wife was terribly frightened of what I'd do just running around the house. So she made me promise to write a book a year until God stopped me. And hadn't yet, and I'm on my seventh now. And thank you all very much for this honor.
Hello. This is my first time here, and this is cliche, but I didn't prepare any words either because I didn't think I would win. The memoir I won this for is a story of my relationship with an Auschwitz survivor here in Phoenix, Helen Handler, and I wanted it to be something that people like me who are afraid of the subject would not be afraid to read and would enjoy, believe it or not. So it's a frame story where we learn her unbelievably dramatic story as a teenager in Auschwitz and how that shaped her life. So most of those stories stop at liberation, but this goes on to form a profound friendship between Helen and me. We seem to have nothing in common, but of course, every one of us in this room, the more you talk to someone, you find out you have a lot in common. So I encourage you to have those difficult but thoughtful conversations with everybody you come in contact with. Anyway, thank you very much. This is a real honor. Thank you. Sorry. The name is The Risk of Sorrow, Intimate Conversations with a Holocaust Survivor. And it came from Helen's Hebrew prayer book. And I was thumbing through the book and I found a line that said, to enter into any profound relationship is to run the risk of sorrow. But I think it's worth it. So thank you.
All right. Unpublished. Choi? With Shadow and Light.
Just a more.
That was even better.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you very much. I really yes, and I prepared this book for card. Yeah, this card is more short than okay. I will start. Light and shadow begin with a simple question. Why is darkness always seen as something bad? When darkness meets the light, it becomes shade, a place where someone can rest, and they say, how lovely this shade is. The darkness is no longer darkness. It becomes shade and lightness. So I hope that you, and all our children will always dwell in the light. And lastly, I love you, my family, and my road. Thank you.
All right, and then these are all third place winners as well. Just bring you all up to date. I apologize for not saying that sooner. These are all third place winners. Finally, for third place winners, published youth. Earl Vincent the Berge. Mark's going to say a couple of things. Earl could not be here, so Mark's going to do it in his place.
So I already explained my relationship with Earl. He's quite a guy. He's a philanthropist as well, and he actually gifted several tickets to this event. And thanks to him, his illustrator is here with us today. So Krista Soderberger, Christina, could you say hi? And she has a copy of the book, Big Ear Jack and Friends, if anybody wants to take a look. But she's a great artist. We're thrilled to have you with us today, Christina. So Earl sends the following message to you from Prescott. I would simply and humbly say that the Arizona Authors Association Award is a high point in my new career as a fiction writer, and after 5 decades of writing poetry, travel stories, and political essays, but without having nerve to publish my thoughts, but that all changed upon the death of my father, and it fell on me to collect up his papers and art. I was astonished that my father wrote 3 novels and 5 books of poetry, and had painted nearly 1,000 oils and watercolors. Considering his monumental ego, this could only mean that he hoped he would be discovered post-mortem. That has not happened, but it was a reality check for me to question why I was keeping all of my scribblings in a file cabinet, as in hiding. So I let her rip, and lo and behold, people liked my stuff. So naturally, I began to edit what I hoped were my better works. I found that marketing after publishing is jammed full of shysters. But the Arizona Authors Association has been a pillar of good ethical folks who have been instrumental strengthening my confidence. And by year end, my next book is a bibliography about my father's rocking rags to riches life that ended in splinters. It is entitled The Man Who Ate His Dreams, and I'll autograph a copy for those brave enough to read it. It's filled with some of my dad's raunchy views about love, life, women, and government. It is a rocking tale of tumultuous life and my economistic, not God-fearing, ever-horny, world-traveling, millionaire, unsuccessful, late-in-life search for women who could trust with his heart, but instead found only great but empty sex. I felt, and I still feel, a flood of freedom of expression when I turned to biography, and when most recently to pure fiction. But Big Ears Jack, flowed from easily because it drew from my years of desert adventures and photo essays of flora and fauna. When I write fiction, my stories take me wherever they want to go. and they are wonderful and happy travel companions. My deepest thanks to the Arizona Authors Association, my fellow wordsmiths. I can only wish you the best and keep filling heads with meaning, hope, and keep perspective in these difficult times. Thank you. And I should mention, I talked to Earl the other day, so the man who ate his dreams will actually not be available until January. So if you are interested, let me know, and I'll put you in contact with Earl. Thank you. Oh, and I'll present this to him personally. I'm going to go up to Prescott and hand it to him myself. So thank you.
We don't get snow.
Thank you very much, Mark. All right. Second place, unpublished, Lisa Eaton, Cloudy Skies. Oh, she's here. Excellent. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I was thrilled just to be on the finals list, so this is very exciting for me. My short story is titled Cloudy Skies, and it's about a woman who travels to Florida to take her father out of assisted living ahead of a hurricane. It's been a real treat to be with all the authors here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for moving right along. Second place, Youth, Ty, Rajit Nair, and Stephen Bowling, Calvin the Christmas Tree. He's not here today. Is Rajit here? There he is.
Look at me.
Congrats, Ryan.
Thank you very
Hi, my name is Ranjit. I'm 17 years old and I'm a senior at Basis Ora Valley. My book is titled, thank you. My book is titled The Weight of Tomorrow, and it's about teenage emotions and about mental health. It's a collection of poems that I've written with about varying emotions, and I wrote it to inspire kids my age to talk about emotions like this that they have trouble kind of expressing. So with this book, my goal was to kind of do that. And with this book, I was able to do a lot of great things with it. One of the things was I was able to donate all the proceeds I got from the book to the National Alliance of Mental Illness of Southern Arizona. So yeah, thank you. It was like really touching to me because with this book that I wrote, I felt like it had to go somewhere. I couldn't keep the proceeds and like feel happy about it. So with that, I also like to thank all the people in my life who helped me write it, like my friends and family that are here to support me, as well as my teachers at school who helped me kind of get this mindset and kind of inspire me to write this book, as well as my mentor who helped me write this book and encouraged me to write it was Neetu Rishi. So thank you to all of those people there. And yeah, so again, thank you for putting on this amazing event, and it's an honor to have this here. Thank you.
Moving right along, second place, published, Dianne Ebertt Beeaff, Witnessing the Wild. She is not here, so, alright, give her a round of applause. Alright, we're getting to the last few here. First place, published, Karen Lynn Klink, At What Cost? Silence. She's not here today, so let's give her a round of applause. Youth, Irma Hersel, Where Napolites Grow? Napolitos Grow. Where Napolitos grows. Apologize. Give her a round of applause. She's not here either, so it's going on. Unpublished, Jennifer Wynn, On the Road Again. Also for place. Congratulations. Alright. So, the grand prize winner out of all of those giveaways or all of those prizes. Again, I want to congratulate everybody that won. Amazing work. So it was a hard decision to make on everybody's behalf. As part of us who will judge some of these stories, there was just a plethora of good storytelling out there. So congratulations, and give everybody a round of applause. All right, now what have been waiting for? Grand prize winner, Duke Sollard. Retreat from Precipice. Congratulations.
In fact, I've already emailed it to you.
For sure.
Well, you don't have to.
Sure. We're happy.
Thanks, Duke.
There you go, too.
Congratulations.
Congrats. There you go.
Way to go, Duke.
Well, I didn't expect this at all today. My wife will tell you that. Came all the way from Grand Valley, 2.5 hour car ride, and I'm thinking, it's a long way to go for lunch. But anyway, my book is called Retreat from the Precipice. It is, it's set in the Cuban Missile Crisis, but everyone knows what happened in the Cuban Missile Crisis. You know how it all turned out. But what we don't always look into is how the common, everyday citizens were dealing with the very traumatic and pressure-packed phase of what was going to happen. So that's really what the book is all about. I thank you guys for validating my work. It just means a lot.
Excellent. All right. Well, again, congratulations, everybody. We appreciate you here for being here. Let's give away some more books. How's that? Whoa.
Let's throw away some names. Rigged. It's rigged.
All right. Well, since it's chose themselves, let's start here. Rajit. Oh, sorry. Rajit. Rajit. I was paying attention earlier, but
Now you
my bad. No, I'm not. Stop while I'm here. Okay. All right. Author. Speaker. Oh, wait. Patricia L. Sorry. There's two names on here. I wasn't sure which one it was. All right. Continue on here.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep going until we have no more books. And just so you guys know, don't feel you have to run off. We have this place for a while still. Hang out, network, get to know your fellow authors, and just have a good time. I think there's still food back there. Not sure. Bobby Bennett.
Yeah.
Lorraine had Tia. I'm sorry, I butchered it. You can feel free to kick me if you need. There you go. Thank you. All right. Yeah, that's all good. That's just a little pain.
We have.
Andrew Means. Come on up and choose a book. Oh, it does look like it's raining out there. So if you were going to catch some golf on the way out, I have some news for you.
But nobody. Yeah. This one has so many.
There's a few more names in here, so let's keep going. Barbara Floyd. Feel free to come up and pick a book up.
I can choose my own book.
Fauzia Tone. Don't fall. Last one. Lynn Murphy.
Not going nowhere.
Congratulations, everybody. Come pick a book up. Choose a book. Again, thank you, everybody, for being here. We appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Stick around. See you later.
No, give it to the bar. Give it to my daughter over there. Here, do you want these back?
Yeah.
I don't want to forget it. What's for accepting words? Yeah. Oh, let me make it one last real quick